I didn't come from although we came in here through business migration. My parents were not business people. My dad's brother helped him out with securing his visa to actually come across as to start up a business, but he had zero experience. A lot of people in my personal circle are people who progressed their career through corporate. No one really started off businesses. Now, it was too risky, it's crazy, why would you do it? All of those things, right? So I didn't come from that background. But I was hungry because I knew career pathway was awesome and great, but I knew with my results that I want, like dreams and goals that I had, I wasn't going to be able to have that if I only went down the career pathway. So in Perth, I paid for a membership to be part of an organization called XL that stood for Extraordinary Leaders. The idea of this community membership was to do a wealth profile assessment. So a lot of time there's actually personality tests that people can do. What sort of personality type are you? Are you dominant? Are you influential? Are you steady, compliant? All of those things. But this was a wealth profile. How did the Richard Bransons and Oprah Winfrey's and the Jack Welch of the world create their financial wealth? And you can do an assessment on that. I found it so fascinating. So I did the assessment, and then they actually put us into groups of 8, which is all the 8 different profiles that you actually have in the wheel for your wealth profile. And the idea was to actually assess business ideas using everybody's strengths, the 8 different strengths in a personality. And through that is how we started our first business. So we bought the master license to start up a postal distribution network in Western Australia. So we bought the license for Western Australia, really. In a short 3 years, we grew our network to 150 franchises. I was the youngest in the group and had zero experience, but I was very hungry to learn. So I quit my job and I got into business full time. My husband was working at the time, so he was the one responsible for putting food on the table while I was figuring stuff out. And it was very challenging because it was something new. I didn't really know how to do it, but I learned so much about business just in that one venture alone. Although we were turning over multi-million dollars in the second year onwards, things actually went pear-shaped. We had our licensor that was based in New South Wales. We had a trust account and it was mismanaged. We had the licensor take money out of our bank account without our permission. All of our postal agents didn't get paid. I was director of the company. There was no money in the bank account. I can't trade. So I had to close the doors. We had to face 200 plus people and say to them, I'm sorry, I don't have your money. Doing that as a 27-year-old was very, very hard. I did not have the maturity at the time to deal with the situation because all I could see was disappointed faces looking at me as though I'm the person that's actually taken their money. And the licensor that was based in New South Wales was taken by ASIC to court. And all they got was a slap on the wrist and said, no business for you for the next 3 years. All of their assets were well protected under trust and companies. So even if we did take them to court, we wouldn't get anything out of it.